Guess what? It's moving day, everybody. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Trailer's all attached to the pickup, and we are in the process of getting everything unhooked so we can move this baby to its final space. We're really thankful. Some of our really good friends, Eli and Mike, have helped us with this move, and we are very, very, very grateful to them. Also, my sweet Aunt Sarah came up to help today, and of course Matt's always around to help whenever we need him. Thank you, Matt. So stay tuned, everybody. I'll keep you updated. Oh my gosh, Lord. What a blessing. It is a very weird feeling to follow your house down the road. But I did it, and it made it. And here it comes. Right down its little bitty path, and it's only a few yards from where it will sit. Stay tuned. You'll get to see where it's sitting now. I also want to say thank you again to Mike and Eli for helping us. Eli was so gracious as to even drive the truck over and let us bring it down the road back into where it will sit in its final journey. So thanks for spending the day with us, Eli, and thank you for all your help. Mike, thanks for letting us use the truck as well and borrow your wife.
Watch my other side.
I am.
Chrissy is.
Chrissy's watching her house. Patiently. Not quite as nervous as I was.
It's here.
I know.
We got 90% of the battle done.
Right. I'm just scared to look inside.
It'll be fine.
know.
He's gonna get out the measuring tape and measure
You
off
know
the
he
fence.
will. Oh, I looked 3 inches that way. Stop just a minute.
Oh, we're
I think it's
this screw, not
this
this.
screw.
Yeah. Yes, we're screw on.
Okay. Now we were a screw off. We're a screw off. So can you come
Go forward
go forward?
and then
Stand straight back. Now this way. You see, Chrissy? Now straight back. Straight back, straight back. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Straight back.
that way just a little bit.
That way just a hair.
Cut it this way.
Is that good?
Yeah, now straight back.
Straight back.
Straight back.
Yeah. Doesn't go any more that way. We want you to go this way just a little bit. Not much.
Okay, we need to come back a little bit more, and we need to go this way.
Just a little bit.
A little bit more and take the butt that way.
Just like this much.
Like 8 inches.
Like an inch. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's good.
He's still we're about 2 inches.
That's okay. 2 inches.
Yeah, we're about 2 inches west too far.
Yes, we're 2 inches west.
Too far this way.
Go just a little bit more. Now straight
Whoa.
back.
Whoa,
Whoa.
straight back now.
Straight back now.
Whoa.
Stop.
Maybe forward just a tiny bit.
Can you roll it forward just a hair?
Roll forward, Chris.
Whoa.
Whoa. Much?
Maybe a little bit.
Whoa.
Today's the day. Just a quick little video. We just unhooked the pickup from it, and it's sitting here. This really, really awesome view, which I'm gonna flip around and show you. How cool is that? So stay tuned. We'll have some more. Today, Paul and Ryan came out from Paul's Anytime Heating and Plumbing, and they are in the process of hooking up that unit. That's an inside unit. There is actually 2 of those. But when I say hooking up, that means that they have to hook up the drain line, they have to hook up the electrical, they have to hook up the heating and the cooling side of those lines. And then the lines are already ran out to the mini split unit that is sitting on the tongue that you guys will see in some of the videos coming up. But getting all of that stuff in there and hooked up, that is tough, but they did a great job and got it all in there, and they have worked fantastic ever since. Took about literally 10 minutes to get that accomplished. So if you guys are in the market for a mini split, if it's too hot for you now and that's something that you're thinking about, call these guys. They can come out, they can assess it, they can give you all the information that you need, they can hook it up, and no more hot days. After all of these 90-degree days, this is what you need to do. Today we are getting a front deck with some beautiful steps on it from 3 people who I just adore. And it's really cool to watch all of them working together. Thank you. We had help. This is Mr. Buzz. And he has 2 drills today, but he did decide that he needed to have a belt, so we're working on that. He sure was good help. We made this whole front deck, and I asked him the question, how many screws do you think we put in today? 4 million was his response. So we appreciate his help. He's such a trooper. Hello, gonna give you a little baby update. So as you saw earlier in the video, the tiny house has a new home. And we are really, really loving what this feels like. It's been a whirlwind few days. So the house has actually been here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days today. So what have we done? Well, we flattened the tires. He leveled the whole house. The house is hooked up to water. The house is hooked up to sewer. And the house has electricity in it as well. We have moved the washer and dryer inside so that we can move around some other stuff that we had in a trailer. And we have been working on decks. Why did we do decks? And we're not finished with the inside. Well, the big crossfill panels take several people, and a lot of people are on vacation. So we have not been able to get enough people rounded up to actually get the crossfill panels in. So planning on in a couple of days. In the meantime, there's plenty to do. So he has been working on the inside in the bathroom. He got the electric water heater hooked up, and I'll give you all a quick shot of that as well. And then he has started on the decks. So just to kind of give you a little thought, there's going to be 2 levels of decks back here. One level comes in underneath the French door, and the other level other deck level comes in underneath the panoramic doors there. So he is, you can kind of see him over there, in the process of cutting all of his little boards, and we already have some laid out there. So that's kind of what we have worked on today. And we actually did the front deck, so I'm going to give you a little quick peek of that. Oh yeah, mini splits are in, by the way. And it's nice inside. had such good help this week. There's nothing better than watching the next generations after you learn a skill and a craft. This week we've been blessed with Buzz's presence, and he has helped us put together all these decks. He has done a wonderful job for us, but it's really exciting to watch kids get involved in these kinds of activities, and he was super focused, and we love to watch that. So thank you, Mr. Buzz, for your help this week. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we get to have lots more time with you. We have also been blessed with Uncle Harvey's help throughout this project, and I just want to say a big thank you to Uncle Harvey for all of his help. His wisdom and guidance in this has been very inspirational, I must say. Good morning, everyone. I just want to give you one last video this week, wrap it up so that we can get on to some other fun, cool stuff. But I wanted to give you guys a final kind of review of what the outside ended up looking like. We still have a few things to do here. The bottom of the trailer will actually get the metal like is on the ends for skirting, and we're also going to skirt the decks with the same kind of metal. So as you can see, this deck is actually level with the front door, which gives the kitchen a really kind of open feeling when you get those panoramic doors all slid open. And if you haven't seen how those cool doors work, go back and look at the video. Whoa, can't even tell you when, but it has panoramic doors in the title of it. And we did a demonstration of how they work. And once we get everything else completed inside, I will be giving you a full demonstration on them again. But the deck here ended up being a 6 by 10 because that door is 8 foot wide. And then there'll be a couple of lights on the outside of it when we finally get that finished as well. And he made his steps out of LVLs. I know some people are like, why did you do that? Well, they are really sturdy. And honestly, we put one on our conversion trailer, and I really like them. They feel nice and sturdy. There's no give. I don't know, I just like them better, so I convinced him to put them on here, and I'm gonna paint those black so that they match the metal that'll go around the bottom of the deck. So you want to see the front and the back? I've given you a few short little videos. Got the mini split. We put the mini splits in. Not gonna kidding. 10 minutes, cooled it. Went from like 85 degrees to 68. Did a wonderful job. So as you can see, we have decks back here now. And like I said, the decks themselves will be sheeted with the metal from the ends, just to make it look nice and finished around the edges. Also to make it feel like it's more part of the house. These are all completely separate. So as you can see, the concrete blocks, this deck is separate, that deck is separate, the one in the front is separate. They're not tied to the house at all. They're just literally sitting on those concrete blocks. Concrete blocks came from Home Depot. We just decided it was one of the simplest ways to get this accomplished. We had to also make this deck taller, of course, to accommodate for the French doors. Plus, if you remember inside, the second half or the back half of the tiny house is raised so that we could cover the wheel wells. So that is actually where the wheel wells run. And also we had to do that because Mr. Patches needs to be able to get into his door.
Patches!
Just like that, we got a doggy door. How cool is that?
So I think this turned out really well. We still got to screw the boards on the top of this one. He started yesterday. It was 100 degrees here yesterday. So it was really, really hot. I think it's turned out very well. There'll be some, you can see the outlets. There's 2 outlets back here that go in. There's also 3 of those really cool lights that go in that will kind of frame this backside. And there's also can lights in the ends. I think there's 3 can lights in the front and there's 2 in the back that will light this up. I was gonna take a picture last night when I came home because it looks so cool sitting back here with all the lights on. So maybe one of these evenings when we get everything up, I will do that as well. The only other thing I was going to show you is back here where he hooked everything up. He put in a spigot back here. You can also kind of see how he hooked the, I hope you can see that. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. So the water actually comes in right there with the red pipe. The sewer comes out with, you can see those flanges. And it's a kind of a metal coupling as well. And the bucket. So the bucket is because he's going to fill that full of insulation and probably put a heat tape on that, just so that we don't have any issues with water in the winter time. The electrical comes in the middle. You can kind of see where that has run there. It comes into the middle because the panel is in the bedroom over there. We think it's turned out really cool. So if any of you guys have questions, want to know what we used, how we did something, please put them in the comments. We will get back to you. We've had a lot of great questions this week. Some new followers. We appreciate all of that. The sun's starting to come up. Oh, it's so pretty. So this week's a big week. They are all supposed to show up this morning to do the big panels. So I will keep you guys posted and see you guys next week. Make sure if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying the channel, please subscribe so you'll be the first to get a new video. Have a great week, everybody.